Hi YouTube. Today I have a 2006 Ford E150, which is same as F150, and this have the 5.4 engine on it. This car throwing code PO174. I'm not sure they taken to another mechanic probably. They replaced the sensor right here. Okay, so bank 2, which is the driver's side on this side, and bank 1, which is that side over there. Normally when that code's coming in, it's running lean on a bank 2, right? So likely somebody just, thinking that could be just O2 sensor, so that's what they replaced that. When you're performing something like this, come on, open your eye and look around too. You see, this coolant has been dripped. Okay, it's been there a long time, and you can see that all this coolant has been signed up like there for a long time, and it leaking from the manifold right here. Okay, you see that line right there, drip to here, and coming from all the way across to the front, which is all the way to the thermostat. So which is side on the driver's side is leak, but not the passenger side. Okay, so that's what causing this side here, the problem for lean. If they open their eye and look at it, all of this, you should see all this shining coolant leak right here. Besides just buy that sensor and replace that sensor, then you will be fix it. So which is hard to believe that you can fix something like that. No. And I'm pretty sure fix this leak here, then you should be solving the problem already. Okay, so today I'm going to replace this right here. Okay, we'll remove this right here. So I'm going to disconnect the one right here first. Connect that. Take this down. Be careful with this, they might broke. Okay, there, disconnecting this sensor here. Okay, my camera won't see it, but I'll show you how. Slide the pin right here, then you can click down right there to be able to unplug this. Okay, and on this right here, you don't have to disconnect it, just leave right here. Take out this water hose right here. Before you touch this right here, just anything, the engine here, make sure you disconnect your battery first. So I put a tray down the bottom to catch the coolant that drip from up here. Okay. That will catch down by my cooling pan down there. Okay, go like that. There you go. There's a bolt holding right there, I think number 10 millimeter. Okay, maybe take that one down so this bracket will be free from it. Okay, I'm going to remove this hose right here, which is the there's a clip taking the whole things out so it won't bother hanging around in my way. See this pin right here? Just pull like that. Okay. So on this one is connected to the front, so if you don't want to take this one out, that's fine, because you already take the front, but just taking out so there's more room for me to take this bolt right here. Okay, this pipe here is connecting to the top AGR, so you can disconnect up there, but I say kind of like useless up there, so I rather disconnect down here. Before you disconnect it, just spray a little bit W40 or whatever to it until it soaks a little bit. Then you can using a number 27 open wrench, pop this open, or you can using the one of the adjustable wrench. Okay, whatever you have, just using that. 8mm right here. Okay, on this right here, just pull this red pin out like that, and you can clip on it and pull this out. Okay, to take this down, I prefer you to use a ring ply like this, or anything that you can press down this little piece of rubber like this. Okay, make sure my light can see it. And then slowly turn like that. Okay, slowly pry. Okay, when the gap opening a little bit, you slowly pull it, and then it should come off. Sometimes this too fragile, they can break off too, because you know, depend how old your car. Okay, there's a Ford bolt holding this piece right here. Just remove this 4 pieces. Okay. One more. That should coming off like that. Okay. Careful with this right here, because I think you may still need a gasket on that. So I'm going to remove this right here. There's a clip behind here, just hold the clip and play around with it, and should be able to drop like that. So now I can pull the top piece right. Careful with this right here. They might broke off. Okay, no rush. Before you open the gas line, come here to loose your gas cap first to pop it open, so it won't have no pressure in the tank to when you disconnect your gas line, it won't have a pressure, the gas won't squirt out, and plus doesn't hold the pressure, so you can take out the slide out the gas line better. To remove this gas line here, you need a special tool like this. They call gas line. On mine, you can see that this end is like this. Okay, so I had to shade it. I had to shade it to be round, more flat. Okay, more flat like this, because it won't fit, because this is not too thick. So I make it shade it. And this right here, just press this thing here like this. Be careful, it's kind of hard, so it may cut your hand too. Okay, so when you got that, just slide this in. Kind of hard. Or you can get this tool here. On this, I got it from Harbor Freight, but you can get it from O'Reilly, AutoZone, anywhere. Okay, push this one towards the front, and then slide this one back in here and slowly pull it. Okay, and then come out like this. Okay, so that pretty much lock it into this head right here. So that's why you need this tool here. We'll remove all the injector plug and ignition coil plug, because I need to remove the ignition coil due to the ignition coil is mounting to the intake manifold right here. So you have to remove this. Okay. And you have four injectors, 4 ignition coils, so 8 total on this side. So both sides have to do it. Okay, the ignition coil bolt is number 7. This is 7mm. I think you can pop up the ignition coil with the. Ooh, there's a lot of water in there. This water costs. See that? This can cause misfire, but it doesn't cause misfire. I'm not sure why, but so I will drain it out when I took out the intake manifold. Okay, and you can pop the intake manifold out with this right here, but when you plug it back in, you make sure they sit into the spark plug. So that's why it's good to take this ignition coil out, you know, separately. Okay, there's a bracket here at the alternator, and you have 3 bolts holding this bracket here. So I'm going to take this out too. And this is a 10mm also. Okay. Thermostat housing is, because this is connected to the intake manifold right here. Let me pop this up. Make sure containers catch the water. And there's the next one is this one right here. And each alley have one, okay? So you have to use a magnet like this, otherwise you can't really have too far away to use your finger, okay? You can get something like this cheap at Auto Part, or 99cent has some of this too. I got some of this from 99cent store. So soon you get all the bolt done, you can come here and pry right there. Okay, see that? It just pop out, and you can pry right here. Okay, like this one side here, or this side here. When it's pop out like this, you know, to work on this car, there's a plenty of room, but the best is to remove this 2 seat, so you'll have more room. But anyway, I just moving this right here, but I don't know why. Kind of tight up. Just tangle up a little bit. Play around with it. You should be able to get this one out. Okay. Just came out like that. When you put back up, it's a little bit more difficult, okay, because the gasket thing. All right. So this is the brand that I use, Mahi. Okay, this is a pretty good brand, and better than Fuel Pro. I've been using this for a long time. So that's a part number in case you want it. Same one right there. Okay, make sure to clean this real good. It's not much, it's just a little bit gum on it. Okay, and using any of the carb cleaner to helping clean all this buildup right here. Okay. You want a little bit more detail, buying this right here and spray with a carb cleaner. Okay, and this will help clean a lot better. Okay, like that. So make sure doesn't drop a lot of this junk to the manifold. Preferable just seal like this, you know, so that would be helping clean better on that. So after, the result should be like this. Okay, should be clean. So inside here I using some clothes to blocking each, you know, hole, so anything that drop into there I can clean it out, and I can use my vacuum to sucking all the dirt that fall into there. So so cleaning, just do the same thing on the other side, that, you know, like the intake side. So razor blade and the steel wool to clean it. Okay, so the end result should be clean like this, and make sure to blow any water from the spark plug hole. Okay. So make sure you take all the you know, hole that you put right here, and if in case you forgot, that's big trouble. Okay, at the where's the water area, I will apply small silicone on it. The reason is because this got a little bit grooves in there, so apply silicone to it. It will be, I would say, the best. You know, even though they have a good gasket, but put silicone on both sides. This and the cylinder head also apply some too, so you will have a better chance to not leak than you don't apply nothing on it. Okay, this is my opinion. If you don't, that's okay, but it's up to you. But I will apply silicone on mine. Same thing right here. Apply in there. Okay. And this side also, and down there. Okay. I like the way how the gasket set up. You know, with this on it, and the gasket will stay in there, won't move, and plus you will never make mistake, because, you know, either side will have this, so you can lock this in, and that will help the gasket doesn't move. So which is a good idea on that. I like it. Just reverse from what you're taking out. That's all you do. But like, you have to pay oil to go in. Make sure the gasket doesn't slide out. Okay, that's the main thing. Alright, almost there. There. So best way is using magnet like this. So go slowly, go inside there, and then you can turn a little bit like this until you lock it in. Then you can pull your magnet out like that. So make it easier that way. Okay, this is a two-stage how to tighten this and then go by pattern. So the first stage is 18-inch pound. Okay, so they were starting from this side first, the passenger side, which is number 1 in the center, 1, 2 in the center, right? And then you go to 3 in the front, 4 in the front here, and then 5 on that left hand side, 6, and then 7 will be the one right here. Okay, 8 will be the one at the thermostat, like that, and then 9 will be the last one, 10 will be last one, and then back to 13 by thermostat. So I will put a picture so you can be clearly on that. So the first stage is 18 inch pound. So I have this, which is 20 inch pound, the lowest one. So I'm going to use 20 inch pound. So that should be okay. And after that, you will do the same thing, 18 foot pound after that. Okay, first stage inch pound. So second stage is foot pound. Okay, all of this kind of blocking the wheel, but you know, you have the idea. This is 18 inch pound. So this will be passenger side. So you cannot hear a click because kind of far away. My camera cannot catch the clicking sound. Okay, so there will be 2 over here. Okay, and that's it. So that will be, next one will be this right here. Can't really see, so camera kind of blocking my wheel, so I can't see how to turn off the camera. Okay, this is pretty much come to a more like a final stage. All sensor connected, mostly air hose connected. Okay, before you're connecting this EGR pipe right here, don't tie this screw. Okay, and you can put the screws to hold on to it, but don't tie it yet. So make sure down here you can close it tight first. I mean, you can basically fit first. Okay, if you tie it up here, then down there is like off, then you will never fit down there. Okay, so make sure you do that first before you do up here. Okay, this is the final stage already, and make sure you checking all the electrical connecting and coolant connecting, and fill up your cooling reservoir because you have drip, remember that. So now let's go crank it up to see how it sounds. Let's fire it up to see how it sounds. Alright, sounds good. Okay, right now it's very steady. The engine is not shaking, there's no noise. You know, before performing this job, the engine was so shake, you know, and run like a 2-cylinder or 3-cylinder only, you know. So now it's pretty much, it's speaking of 180,000 miles, so sounds pretty clean, you know. Alright, I'm not showing to put everything back because it's kind of boring and it's not fun to watch something that you already know. Okay, you know to take it off, so you know to put it back. The only thing that I show is to install the intake manifold port, and that is very important because if you don't port it right, it will create leaking again, you know. So that's why that's the most important thing. Okay, alright, thank you for watching, and please help me subscribe. Okay, see you guys next video. Bye bye now.